Help support the show by joining the Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. Also, hit that like button and subscribe if you want more Browns-focused content.
Do this. Always a interesting time to bring on my guy JP. We just got to nip this one in the bud here. It has not been fun for Browns fans for us to watch you have this good ass time that you've been having this year. We be out here losing. We be looking over at JP. It's incredible. Oh, Trevor Lawrence, all this stuff. We like, oh, he having a good ass time over here. Don't he know he lost a trade? He lost 2 trades. It don't matter. Like,
no, doesn't matter at all.
Greg Newsome with a smile on his face is having a good ass time. Thinking y'all about to beat the Bills, probably about to beat the Bills. Just having how's it been?
It has been great, honestly. I remember around midseason after the loss to the Rams before the bye, I was like, Browns won the trade. We're missing the playoffs. They're getting a top 15 pick. We suck. Life sucks. And then they rattled off like 9 straight wins to end the season. And now I'm like, you know what? Why can't we make the Super Bowl? Why can't we win the Super Bowl? Let's go ahead and do it. Now that we're here, go ahead and win the whole thing. Make sure that pick is 32 instead of like 28 right now. Let's go win the whole thing. It's been really cool to see this team grow, see them develop over the entire season. The young guys have started to play really well. You hit on Greg Newsome. Greg Newsome's been sort of up and down, but he's been replaced by Jarian Jones and Buster Brown, who have both played really well. So getting all this growth and development from the young guys has been awesome, and they still haven't added Travis Hunter to all of this.
That is the thing, right? Because I think there's a pretty reasonable argument you can make for both parties to be pretty happy with what they have, right? Jacksonville having this season. Now, it does feel like the classic trap where you're like, oh, we were so good last year, and then we add back Travis Hunter. I feel like that story sometimes could go sideways because it's like, oh, well, it doesn't mesh or they don't have a great plan for it. But I don't imagine that's going to be the case with Travis. So you guys have to feel good about what you could be next year on top of what you're going to be this year. Like, you're going to have optimism about next season, no matter how this season ends, because you're like, oh, we're getting Travis back. We're going to be even better. If you're Cleveland, you're looking at the sum of the whole parts of the trade and you're like, no, it makes sense. Like, for them to do what they did, right? They needed more players, more depth. And they got it, right? Mason Graham's been pretty good. Quincy Judkins been pretty good. They're getting that extra first-round pick. You know, in a better world, they could pair that with the quarterback. We'll see what they try to do this offseason. But I think there's a world where both are happy with the trade. I think the Greg Newsome one, I think that's just straight up a loss right there for Jacksonville, right? Like, that one feels like a loss. But it's interesting, right? Because you could lose multiple trades in a season, but if you win enough, you don't care. It's like when San Francisco lost that trade with Trey Lance, but then Brock Purdy comes out of nowhere. Like, yeah, you lost a pretty giant trade.
Yeah, I mean,
don't care.
Greg Newsome, like, he got benched for Jarian Jones and Buster Brown. He's come in and make plays sporadically. I think they're really terrified of letting him like be on an island in situations like he's just not very good on an island.
Yeah.
So I think they trust Jarian Jones a little bit more, and he's played really well. So, I mean, I'll take that trade as a loss. He's a free agent at the end of this. He probably will not get extended by the Jags. It's fine. It's sort of just a wash.
Yeah. And the thing with Greg is like his matchup with like Jamar Chase will highlight it so well, because I think Jamar is probably one of the best lateral movers in all of football. Like, he puts his foot in, goes lateral. It's hard to keep up with. And I think Greg might be the worst lateral mover of like a corner of his caliber. Like, just a god-awful lateral mover. And it's like, I think you could get away with Greg if you play him in situations where you can minimize the chance of that happening to him when he has help inside. But if you're playing Greg and you're like, oh no, we're going to put him on an island, he can't move 2 of the ways that you can move that island. So it's going to be a problem.
The other problem with Greg Newsome is his low lights aren't just regular low lights. They're also incredibly loud low lights.
Because people hate him.
He's not just like getting dunked on. If you were just getting dunked on, that's fine. he's getting dunked on and also talking shit to the player that he's just got dunked on by. And it's just like, please, man, stop talking.
It's
Like
Brandon Knight energy, right? Like it's.
I also like you think of the Brock Bowers touchdown where he's dancing, celebrating a PBU. Brock Bowers caught the ball with one hand. And it's just like, man, turn around. Pay attention.
No DB gets pointed at by opposing players in a mocking style than Greg Newsome. Like there's so many times where you just see somebody go and point right at Greg. He is like, I remember, I think it was like way back in the day on SB Nation, Bomani Jones had this video of like good players that people will always hate. And it's like that picked on number 2 corner. Greg Newsome is you remember Greg Little, the wide receiver?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Greg Little is the epitome of wide receivers that fans hate because he could get open. He looks like a great wide receiver. Can't catch one for damn. Greg Newsome is the epitome of like that picked on number 2 corner. Like, oh, okay. You got Denzel Ward, and then what's Greg Newsome doing?
You never want to be Greg Newsome. You know who's that this year? Riley Moss.
Mm-hmm.
You never want to be Riley Moss. If that is one of the like most demoralizing things in football, when you are the second corner, the one that everybody decides to pick on in a game, and like it's like first you give up like a 6-yard catch, then you give up another first down, then it's a defensive pass interference. You give up a touchdown here and there. Now it's just like everybody's starting to pick on you. And once you get to that point where you're the DB that everybody picks on, you can rarely shake that off.
Hey, real quick, I want to tell you about a little bit of a sleeper of an app called Sleeper. Has fantasy, has news feed, has picks. You can do it all on the Sleeper app. Make sure you use it. Sign up using the promo code WORSTTAKE and get to 100% match on up to $100. When you use promo code WORSTTAKE, again, 100% match for up to $100 when you use the promo code WORSTTAKE. You have a great day. Now let's continue the video.
Yeah, and it just becomes like, it also becomes like a mental thing, right? Because if you're fighting elite competition, right? If you keep getting your ass beat, you're gonna lose confidence because all you feel is hands being put to your face, right? I think that's the same thing that happens with like guys who end up practicing against Miles for the Cleveland Browns, because it's like, how can you develop any confidence when there's like a fucking velociraptor right there that they're just letting loose on you in practice? Like, there's no way to develop any confidence there at the tackle position. I have to imagine it's similar for players who get beat a lot, where it's like, it's not that you're bad. It's just, if we're going to try it on you. And because to an extent, it kind of happened to Tyson Campbell a little bit, right? Where he just was the guy that people chose to pick on. And for whatever reason, it didn't happen to him much in Cleveland with Denzel. And that's probably because Miles is there. So you don't got time to do shit like that when Miles is there. But yeah, I guess that's another thing I want your perspective on. Myles Garrett, this season that he's been on, is this the most impressive pass rusher season you've seen?
Yes, by far. By far. Because again, Myles Garrett is not getting the opportunity to pass rush on every, like, they don't throw the ball when you play the Browns because they never have a lead. Mm-hmm. So like what made Myles Garrett breaking the record against the Bengals so impressive was because they actually were playing with a lead. They actually were forcing a team to have to throw the ball. They were throwing the ball on first down. It wasn't like it was straight drop back. And that's when you can tell like Myles Garrett is one of the most freakish athletes to ever play this sport. But it's so impressive because he doesn't get the opportunity to always just pass rush. Like I think there's a stat going around like his snaps per sack is the highest in the NFL among these record-breaking seasons, even though he doesn't get a lot of opportunities to rush the passer. So that's what makes it the most impressive. And also, like, he has won games by himself this season. That defense has won games by themselves. They beat the Packers off of just the defense and off of Myles Garrett. So, like, that's what makes this so impressive. Ignore the Browns record because you knew what the Browns were going to be going into this. But the fact that he broke this record on a team that doesn't always had the ability to play with a lead is super impressive.
Yeah, I think Strahan, when he broke the record, they were about 7-9 that season. So, it's among some of the most impressive things I've seen. Here's the thing that I think is like underrated about it. Miles won a Defensive Player of the Year before he had this season. Like, it wasn't like, oh yeah, you got to treat Miles differently, and that happened during the season. People came into this year with some of the most comedically goofy game plans to stop Myles Garrett. Like, it felt like at times teams were resorting to like Dr. Doofenshmirtz level like game plans. Like, oh, we're gonna run different plays when Myles out. We got a different sheet, or we're just gonna have a completely different formation that we don't run any other week just so we can chip Myles or feel like we could chip Myles. And it's like, how do you get 23 sacks when teams are like dead set on you not getting it?
Focusing
like
on
you're the entire focus here. Like, that's like if Darrelle Revis in the middle of Revis Island broke the interception record. It's like, how do you even do that? They're not even trying to give you opportunities at that point,
Yeah, like it's so impressive because he doesn't get those opportunities. Not only like when we talk about pass rush, but he's getting doubled, he's getting triple teamed, chip blocked. He has become like the chip block destroyer at this point, where like you can't chip him because he's just going to use that momentum and beat your tackle inside.
It's like watching an alien like morph in front of you, like Terminator 2. Team started chipping him, and then he developed that Euro around the chip, and it's like he evolved.
Or like they'll try and chip him, and he'll just regain his balance as he's being chipped and slant to the inside, and he sacks his quarterback anyway. Like, what do you even tell your tackle? What do you even tell the chip guys? I did what I was supposed to do, and it still didn't work. I guess we can't chip him now.
Yeah, you're special with Trent Williams. It's like, hey, man, what do you want me to do?
Like when you make Trent Williams go like, I don't know, like
I just got to respect the game at that point.
like the thing Trent Williams said about Myles Garrett was so funny. Like before game, he's like, how do you prepare to stop it? He's just pray. It's like, yeah, I mean, when the best left tackle of our generation is saying like, yeah, man, I got nothing. Like, I don't know. Like, what else can you expect like a normal offensive tackle to do?
And then you got Joe Thomas talking about, I retired when I saw Myles. I was like, I ain't got it. like this is unprecedented. Like, the level of guys that are just like, hey, man, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you could do if you're like San Francisco's other offensive lineman. And like, that's your biggest, baddest dude, right? Trent Williams. He don't ever back down to anything. And they show that picture of Myles. He like, all right, good luck, boys.
Like, hey, y'all got it.
I ain't got it. I need the chip. Like,
help.
Wait.
Trent don't call for help. But now he calling for help? Like, nah.
He like, nah, George. Come on in.
Help me.
I need you standing right over my back like this the whole play.
Brock, your time to throw better be 2.1.
You got 2.2 seconds, dog.
Like I'm trying to help you.
Trent at the front of the meeting, like, hey, wide receivers, you got to get open quick.
Hey, did y'all see that video of that left tackle yelling, "Jordan, run"?
Yeah.
That's the type of guy.
I'm not trying to be that.
No, I'm not gonna get put on a TikTok.
But anybody could get put on a TikTok. He's like watching a 300-pound, 6'6" figure skater. Like sometimes, like the way it's incredible how he can still bend like that. Like, and it feels like the angles get tighter every year. Like he's like, oh no, he's unleashing a new level of bend. And I remember saying this in the off season. First time I saw Myles at camp, I was like, oh, he's gotten better. And he already had won a defensive player of the year, arguably should have won 2 in a row. Like, this should arguably be his third. like, they just didn't want to give it to him last year because the team stunk.
The gap between Myles Garrett and the second best defensive player in the world is bigger than the gap between Myles Garrett and who you call the best offensive player in the world.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
it is.
There is a considerable, whoever you want to call the second best defensive player in the world. If you want to call it Pat Surtain, go for it. The gap between Patrick Mahomes and Myles Garrett, in my opinion, is smaller than Myles Garrett, Pat Surtain, or Myles
And
Garrett and defensive player number 2.
it's crazy that Pat and Miles were in the same draft class, but
It's like Jordan and Hakeem.
Yeah, that's what I've always said. It's like Akeem.
Nobody says like, "Hey, Jordan should have went number 1" because Hakeem went number 1. Everybody's like, "All right, like I get it."
Mitchell Trubisky. Oh yeah,
that's where it starts. That's where we start. Like every
redraft be like you can't redraft over Miles, but
I wouldn't draft him like over Miles again. You're gonna pass up Myles Garrett? I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's still a conversation. But yeah, truly, the best I've ever seen in my lifetime. I don't know what Reggie White's numbers. Every time I see him, I go like, "Good God, how good was he?" But I didn't get to watch him while he was playing. The same thing with like LT and Bruce Smith. But I think Miles has another 20+ sack season in him. And I really wouldn't be surprised if he does some Barry Bonds shit where he gets a good offense and he breaks this record again.
If they had a league average offense, he might have 30 sacks this year.
The Browns were minus 149 points in expected points this year offensively.
If they're just if you want to choose the most average offense by EPA per play this year, literally number 16 is the Philadelphia Eagles. If they just had the Eagles offense this season, he has 30 sacks.
He is it's probably an incredible number. So if he gets a good offense anytime soon, I think he's probably going to come back and break that record again, which is insane. I think he will get 25. He talked about that being the goal. I think he's going to get it at some point. And also there's the factor of as he gets older, he doesn't seem like he's aging, which he's one of those athletes where you're yeah, he's probably going to take a while to age.
No.
And then you have another factor of now the people who are being paid to protect against Myles Garrett, they're not vets who see Myles Garrett as another young up and comer. They're dudes who grew up watching Myles Garrett. So they're going to be even more freaked the fuck out going up against it.
Right now, Myles Garrett is tied with Dwight Freeney for 20th all time in career sacks. Myles Garrett's what, 29, 30?
Yeah.
So he's at 125.5. Bruce Smith obviously holds the record at 200. So if we just do 200.5 minus 125.5, that's 75 sacks. If he can do this until he's 35 and get 15 sacks a year, for 5 years, I'm just saying, it can happen.
Yeah, Myles Garrett's career is kind of like the edge rusher version of Barry Bonds' career. I hope he's not on the juice, obviously, but the Myles Garrett before he started going on these runs, I'm that's a Hall of Fame player.
Yeah.
Then there's this.
I mean, if you really want to really get into the nitty gritty, the only time Myles Garrett finished with 10 or less sacks was in 2019. He only played 10 games.
I think he got 10 that year, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was he was hurt or something.
No. He smacked old buddy in the head with a helmet.
Yeah, he missed the last 5 games of the season. And outside of that, he has gone 12 sacks, 16 sacks, 16 sacks, 14 sacks, 14 sacks, 23 sacks. This record for career sacks is definitely in play.
Yeah.
It is very much it. The only current player that even has a chance at this record is Von Miller, and he's at 138.5. Myles Garrett could catch him next season.
That's crazy.
And Von Miller right now is 9th all time. Again, he's at 138.5.
How many years has Von been in the league?
14 years.
Damn.
Again, all he needs is 13.5 sacks to reach top 10 all time. He is the greatest edge rusher of our generation.
And if he only gets 13 and a half sacks next year, people are gonna be like, it was a disappointing year for Myles Garrett.
It was down year. Like that's the
Only
crazy
13?
thing. Like only 13? Wow. He must have been hurt or something.
He must have missed games.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so impressive what he's done so far in his career and what he can do. If he plays till he's 40, like Bruce Smith, I mean, like that record's a wrap. Like that's definitely coming down.
If he plays until he's 40, he's definitely getting that record.
Yeah. I don't think I tell Browns fans this all the time. Just appreciate what you're seeing, man. Don't try to quantify it. This is you are watching something that will make at least the worst seasons of these Browns years valuable because you at least get to watch one of the greatest of all time do his thing. You know what I mean? And I'm so happy that he got that record because the nonsense we would have had to hear all year if Myles Garrett didn't get that record would have been
it would have been absurd.
Yeah, people have been like, "Oh, TJ's still better." I'm like, buddy, TJ. He's not even the best edge rusher on his team anymore.
I was gonna say, there's a very valid argument. TJ's not even the best defensive player on the Steelers. Cam Hayward has been incredible. So you could argue TJ Watt not only is not even the best edge rusher in football, he might not be the best edge rusher on his own team. He might not be the best defense player on his own team, and that's okay. That's not me saying he is bad. I am saying they just have good players.
Legit, TJ's whole peak might fit in Cam's second act.
Yeah.
Yes. Cam's second resurgence is probably longer than TJ's peak, which is
Cam
insane.
Hayward might be an all-pro this year at 36 years old playing defensive tackle. You just don't see that.
Calais Campbell Award winner.
Still got it.
Yeah. Did Calais play this year?
Yes. Hold on. Let me see how many sacks Calais Campbell has 117 and a half sacks in his career right now. He finished this season with 6.5 sacks.
Damn.
Which is kind of impressive for
that's very impressive.
That's really impressive for somebody
very impressive.
Damn near 40.
For people for somebody who people thought was cooked 7 years ago.
Yeah. No, Calais Campbell is 39. Excuse me.
Yeah.
He's 39 and finished second on the team in sacks.
He was old in Saxonville.
Yes.
He was a vet.
We thought we were getting the end of Calais Campbell's career, and then he goes on and has a third fantastic year.
The end of Calais Campbell's career, you're like, oh, but this new star, Jalen Ramsey, popping up. They both old now.
It's what do you even do?
Yeah. Cam Hayward's got a 20-year career thing going. It's insane too, because I remember loving him at Ohio State when I was a kid. And then he went to Pittsburgh. And I'm like, oh, that's gonna suck. But how long is it gonna last, right? 7 years? Nah.
It's
my
that
entire
tweet.
Adult life.
It's that LeBron tweet. It's finally LeBron's 30. This fuckery will end a little soon.
Buddy, it wasn't even close to over.
Not even close.
What was that before 2016?
Yes.
Yeah. He didn't even have his career-defining moment yet.
No, not at all.
But yeah, Myles Garrett's been very impressive.